We will start with the new topic, that is filtration. Last clipping we have discussed about the sedimentation tank, how it is working. So it will remove almost about the suspended particles and colloidal particle, but further it may not be removed completely. To remove it, further removal, we are sending it to the filtration tank. So with the filtration tank means you are passing the water into the filtration bed, that is the granular material present is sand and gravel. So process of passing the water to the beds of such granular material is called filtration. So next we will go for the theory of filtration. So this filtration actually removes the bacteria, color, taste, odor by some of the following action. That is, first one mechanical straining, third one it is flocculation and sedimentation, third one biological metabolism, fourth one it is electrolytic changes. So what you mean by mechanical straining? So mechanical straining means, see, the sand which consists of a small pores, but therefore the suspended particles which will be larger in the size. Sand pores is very small and a suspended particle size will be large, so it cannot be passed to the bed, so that it can be, as it is larger, suspended particle size is larger, it cannot pass through into the bed, so that it can be removed there itself. So all these particles will be arrested at the top of this filtration bed called the mat will be formed. So again, because of the formation of mat, it will again improve the straining out the strain. It will helps to strain again the impurities. Okay, this is how it acts. Second one, it is sedimentation. It will act like a sedimentation. Filtration bed will act like a sedimentation. So here the walls between this sand, the walls which is present between the sand will act like a sedimentation tank. So particle which is present in here in this walls, due to the presence of there will be a film will be a film will be developed, or a coating will be developed on the sand grain by the previously caught bacteria and the colloidal matter, and also due to the physical attraction between the two particles of the matter. Okay, the third one, it is biological action. So the biological action is when bacteria are caught in the void of when bacteria is caught in the walls of sand grain, a film is formed around the sand grains. So this film contains large colony of the living bacteria. So the bacteria feed on the organic impurities contained in the water. So they convert such impurities into harmless compound by the complex biochemical reactions. So we will go for the next topic, that is electrolytic action. So in the electrolytic action, the sand particles, that it can be explained by the ionic theory. Okay, so here what happens is the two substances with the opposite electric charges are brought into contact with each other, so that the electric, as it is in opposite charge, it get neutralizes and new chemical substances are formed. So this helps in purifying the water by changing the chemical characteristics of water. So after certain interval, these electric charges get this in the sand grain get exhausted, and have to be stored by the cleaning the filter. Now we will see what are the filtering materials provided in the filtration unit. The first one, it is sand. So sand means it might be fine or coarse material with a different layer it is laid. So the layer of sand may be supported. This sand is supported by a gravel. Means gravel will be kept at the bottom and the gravel will be kept at the sand is kept at the bottom, top and the gravel is kept at the bottom, and water is passed from the topmost to the bottom, so that all the particle which is there, it is filtered there. Okay. So the sand using the sand used is, it contain the, it should be main characteristics, it should be hard rock, that is basalt or quartz can be used, and also it should be free from the clay, loam, lime, organic matter, etc., and it should be uniform size and the nature. It should be resistant and the hard also, and if it is placed in a hydraulic acid for 24 hours, it should not lose more than a 5% of its weight. So such a characteristics of the sand should be there. So now depend on the size, what type of size should be there. Yes, if it is the selection of the size is very important. If it is too small, means it starts clogging, or if it is too large, means it, all the particles will pass through it. So a proper type of the size of the sand should be selected for the filtration bed, and the depth of the sand should be 60 centimeter to 90 centimeter. It will be between 60 to 90 centimeter. And the gravel means it should be hard, durable, free from impurities, then it should have density about 1600 kg per meter cube. So even in the gravel, it is in are usually placed in 3 to 4 layers, each of 15 to 20 centimeter depth. It is like coarsest sand will be at the bottom most, means 20 to 60 mm, and the finest will be at the finest gravel will be at the topmost layer, that is 3 to 6 mm. Above this gravel, the sand layers are placed. So other materials other than the sand and gravel is anthra filter, which can be used as a filter media, but it is usually is used in the foreign countries. Okay. See, this is the anthra filter. Now we'll go for the what are the types of filtration and classification. So mainly this filter is classified into two types, that is gravity filter and the pressure filter. So under gravity filter again you have two types, that is slow sand filter and rapid sand filter. So in the filtration three types are there, that is slow sand filter, rapid sand filtration filter, and the pressure filter. Okay, now we'll go for what you let us see what you mean by sand filter. So if you see the diagram here, you can see here this is a slow sand filtration bed. Sand, gravel layer is laid. As I explained you before, in the filter material is provided is sand and gravel. So sand will be as the topmost portion, that is about 90 centimeter, and below that the gravel is placed of depth of say 3 layers of 30 to 60 centimeter gravel is placed in the 3 different layers. Means finer gravel will be at the topmost portion, and the coarser gravel will be at the bottommost portion. Now there you can find the inlet here and a valve is present here. So we are passed through this valve. The valve is open and the water will pass into the inlet chamber, and it is moves into the inlet chamber, and from that the water is filtered from topmost portion to bottommost. So here there is this sand and gravel. Here it is gravel, it is connected to a small lateral drain. See here you can see this properly. This is the lateral drain. This lateral drain is connected to a central drain. So this last it is here this it will be a bit slope is kept here, so that lateral drain is connected to the central drain. From that it is moves to the outlet chamber, that is here the filter, it enters into the filtered water well, then it moves out as to the next treatment unit. This is the working of that. You can see here, see This is as a particle starts through inlet valve, it is moves. So this is the sand rail, this is the gravel layer. Here you can drain, drains are there, that is lateral drain is connected to central drain, it connected to the filtered well valve. So you can see as the time passes what happens, all the filtration material, the particles which is present, that will be at the topmost portion of the bed, that is called a mat formation is formed. So you can see here this is the mat formation formed. Then you can remove by manually, you can remove that. Okay, now we'll see the what is the construction of a slow sand filter. Construction of slow sand filter. So first one, it is enclosure tank. So mainly the tank is made up of rectangular in size and made up of masonry or the concrete. So bed slope is kept about 1 in 100 towards the central drain. Depth of the tank vary from 2.5 meter to 3.5, and the plan of the area that will be 100 to 2000 square meter depending on the quantity of the water to be treated. Okay, and a filter media, you know, that is sand and gravel is placed. So sand layer is about 90 to 110 centimeter in a depth is placed over, then below that a gravel is present. So size of the effective size of the sand will be vary from 0.2 to 0.4 mm, and the topmost 15 centimeter layer of sand is kept finer. Means topmost will be finer sand, bottommost will be coarser sand. So the topmost will be 15 centimeter is kept, and the coarsest sand will be placed near the bottom. So, okay. Next one, it is a base material, that is a gravel material which is placed. So gravel material will support the sand. So it consists of 30 to 75 centimeter thicks of different sizes. So it is placed in a 3 to 4 layers of 15 to 20 centimeter depth. So the coarsest gravel is placed at the bottom, and the finest gravel is placed at the topmost. So here it is in the 4 layer. So it is like bottommost layer is kept at 40 to 65 mm. Intermediate layer is varying between 20 to 40 mm, 6 to 20 mm, and the topmost layer will be of the gravel will be 3 to 6 mm. Now we'll go for the under drainage system. So this gravel is laid on the top of the under drainage system, means lateral drain. Under drainage system is consists of lateral drain. Lateral drain is connected to a central drain. So these lateral drain are kept in a it will be a porous drain pipe which is placed to 3 to 5 meter apart on the bottom of the floor, and it is sloping towards the main covered central drain. So this from the central drain, it is collected into the water will moves into the filtered water well. Okay. Next one, it is inlet and outlet arrangement. So here there will be inlet and outlet arrangement where the water enters into the sediment. Water enters from the sedimentation tank into the filtration tank, and then the outlet side is to collect the filtered water coming out from the main under drain. So other apparatuses you can find is one vertical air pipe you have, then a meter you have to measure the flow, gauge you have to to find the loss of head. See, yeah. See, you can see here clearly. See the slow sand filter. Here the finer sand, coarser sand will be there. Then the gravel is placed in a different layer. It is not shown or cleared here properly. Then the lateral drain will be connected to this. Lateral drain will support. See, it is a porous pipe. It is connected to a central drain. So this is how it looks like. It is kept in a slope here. Central drain is kept in above the slope. Okay. Now how is the working of the operation of the and cleaning? So treated water tank will enter into the inlet chamber, water into the inlet chamber. From the inlet chamber it distributes into the filter bed, means sand to gravel. So water percolates into the filter media and gets purified during the process. So water enters into the from the sand layer, it enters to the gravel layer and comes out as a filtered water. So it get collected in the lateral through the open joint which discharge into the main drain. So main drain finally discharge into the filtered water well, from where the filtered water is taken into the storage tank for the supply. So here it is noted that water entering slow sand filter should not be treated by the coagulants. No coagulation treatment is needed here, but and one more thing is here there won't be in the rapid sand filter means there will be a backwashing, but here there is no backwashing, and manually by using the labor it is cleaned. Efficiency is it will remove the bacteria and the suspended solid from the raw water. About 98 to 99% of the bacteria can be removed. It removes odor and taste and color. It removes turbidity up to 50 milligram per liter. Uses preferred for small plants for the village supply or the individual supplies. Next we will move to the rapid sand filter. This is a rapid sand filter. So here you can find a inlet chamber. It is same as the sand and a gravel layer is placed. So gravel layer will there will be below that will be lateral rail connected to the central drain. Everything it is same. But one more you can find here 1 2 3 4 5 6 walls you can find, and the top above this sand you can see the wash water trough. Means here what main difference between the slow sand and the rapid sand filter means there is a backwashing in this rapid sand filter. Means no need of manual repel, directly it will clean by using these walls you can clean. Okay, now see this is the first wall well. Water from the coagulation sedimentation tank, it will enters into the inlet chamber, and second wall is from the it is connected to the inlet chamber to the wash water gutter, and third inlet wall is from which is connected to the central drain to the wash water gutter. If you open here you will get to the wash water gutter, and fourth is directly from the central drain to the filtered water. How you can see in the slow sand filter means enter into the and cleans and for filtered paper filtered water. And fifth you can see the air compressor unit, and the sixth one it is tank storage tank. It is connected to here to the main central drain. Okay, now so same thing, central lateral drain is connected to a central drain. Now construction of the filter. So enclosure tank, it is made up of even this is size is shape is rectangular tank made up of masonry or concrete. Depth of the tank is 2.5 to 3.5 meter, and area is about 10 to 80 meter square for each unit. Okay, and the filter media is about sand layers. Same thing, sand and gravel is placed. So sand layers about 60 to 90 centimeter in depth, and effective size of the sand is 0.35 to 0.5 m. There is a variation in the slow and rapid sand, and a finer sand is, yes, of course finer sand is kept at the topmost, and a coarser is kept at the base. And the base material is provided is gravel. So even it is placed in a different layers, 5 to 6 layers you are keeping in the rapid sand filtration. So the thick will be 60 to 90 centimeter. Okay, and the under drainage system, yes, lateral drain is this gravel is connected to a lateral drain is connected to the central drain. So, okay, then it is one more thing is in a rapid sand filter, it is to receive and collect the water, and one more thing is to allow backwashing for the cleaning of the filter. This is the main concept in the rapid sand filter. Okay, And one more thing is filtered water during this downward change is capable of passing the wash water upward also for backwashing at a high rate of 300 to 900 liter per minute per meter square. And other apparatuses is wash water trough. Wash water trough means, you can say, you have seen in the diagram at the top of the sand layer. So that dirty wash which comes out from the filter after cleaning is we'll be doing the back washing, right? During that, all the dirty wash water will become and collected at that topmost portion, collected in the wash water trough and gutter, and carried to the main gutter. Carried to the main gutter, and maybe okay, and next one, it is air compressor. Air compressor means during the backwashing you are sending the air with the pressure, so that with that compressed air is supplied through the lateral to the suppress system, and with the air and the water you are sending in the same time. Rate of flow controller, you have a uniform rate of filtration irrespective of head loss to the filter, can be checked. Head loss indicator it is there here to check the head loss. Meter is there, so all the valves is named here as I said you before. Then valve 1 means it leads to the from sedimentation basin to the inlet chamber of the filter, and valve 4 is filtered water. So I will explain in the diagram itself. So here you see, so the first one, it is you will if you want the filtered water, then what happens is you will close the 2, 3, 5, 6 valve. 2, 3, 6, 5, 6 valves. So 1 and 4 will be open. So what happens? 1 is open, so water enters into the sand to gravel, gravel to lateral to central. Then it is the cleaned water, it will move here to the fourth valve is open, so filtered water it moves out. So if you need a back washing, then what? Then if you need a back washing means, what you have to do is you close first. Initially 1, 2, 3, 4 is closed, valve is closed, only the 5 and 6 will be open. So what happens with the 5 will be open, so that air is sent with the pressure, and even this is a tank, you have water tank. So with the air and the tank is sent water in the water is sent through the 6th valve is open. So with the air high water is sent, and with that air pressure you are sending the air. With that pressure, the water moves from the central drain to the topmost portion, and the water will the dirty water will be collected at the wash water trough. Okay, so now you have to, so that all the particles which is present in if it is in the voids filled in, if there is a sand voids, if it is filled, it can be removed by the back washing. So this water is you have to put out, you have to remove. So what you have to do is now you close this 5 and 6 and you open the second wall, so that you open the second wall, so that all the water which is dirty water will comes out. After that comes out, then it will be you can remove this dirty water. Now what you have to do is you close second wall, then you close second wall, you close the fourth wall, then you open the first wall. After that, open the first wall, and the third wall will be open. So again you are passing the water from the first wall will open, so water will move from the sand to gravel, sand to lateral to drain, then it moves into the third water. So there's if there is any particles, if the waste particle, if it is present here, it is left out, then it can be cleaned by here. So you are sending that water for a wash water gutter for you wait for 3 to 4 minutes, so that all the particle, if it is present, that is moved out. Once you get the water, clean water, then you close the wall third and open the fourth wall, so that the filtered water will be collected. This is the working of the rapid sand filter. We'll continue in the next